So let's talk about Reforges. Mabinogi is a pretty great game. You can basically do whatever you want. It has a fluid combat system and tons of things to do, but the one big thing that most, if not everyone, has an issue with in Mabinogi are the reforging tools. Reforges are almost exclusively pay-to-win items that enhance your gear by a lot, sometimes giving you useless bonuses to HP or dexterity, but they can also give you huge damage increases through combo mastery damage or elemental reforges. So today, I'm going to talk a little bit about what the problem is with the reforging tools, why players are upset with it, and what Nexon can do to solve the issue at hand. So let's jump right into it. So I think the concept behind reforges in isolation, note the words in isolation, are pretty fine. When I say in isolation, I mean that let's assume that we take money out of the equation altogether, and let's assume you can farm reforging tools in some way in game. People love trying to make their beloved gear super strong. For instance, let's say someone has a Gladius that they really like from the old days, and they want to take it as far as possible. Maybe they would sell it, it's sentimental to them or something like that. So reforging tools allow them to do just that. They can advance their Gladius to become the best one there is, and that's awesome. Reforges also allow players to form their own playstyle. You like Windguard, then you have Windguard duration and cooldown reforges. What about Final Shot? You could spec your gear into Final Shot too. However, this all falls apart when we just see how expensive the good reforging tools are. $1.15 per fine reforge if you buy the big bundle. What about $3 per Crednies reforging tool? And there's also no pity system to guarantee the things that you want. And on top of that, there are barely any events in Mabinogi that actually give out these reforging tools for free. So the problem with reforging tools isn't that people don't like the bonuses that come with it. Everyone loves making their gear stronger. Everyone likes getting stronger. The problem with reforging is that it's super expensive and almost exclusively pay to win. A regular player can't possibly imagine affording all those reforging tools to buy their gear. Like, most players probably spend like 10 to 20 bucks on the game at once, right? You can't do that. You can't get good gear with 10 to 20 bucks in a month unless you are an experienced player and know how to make the gold to buy the gear yourself. I can't. Sometimes I can't understand how new players get into this game. So the most cost-effective way for players to get gear is to buy finished gear. So generally speaking, it's way cheaper to buy finished gear than it is to even think about getting an item to rank 1 in the first place. So let's take a look at the math. The reforging rates were recently released for the Korean server, so we can assume that global has the same rates. To get from rank 3 to rank 2, we need about 25 reforging tools to get to rank 2, and then we need an average about an additional 100 fine reforging tools to get to rank 1. And now, fine reforges are about 2 million gold each at the moment, so if a person wanted to spend just gold to get to rank 1, it would take them about 240 mil without an event to get to rank 1. If we were to spend USD, assuming that there's no sale happening on right now, that's about $138 on average to get a single item to rank 1. Not even get a good reforge, not even get what you want, right? It's just the rank 1. It's not even guaranteed either. Like, I could spend 138 bucks right now and not get rank 1. That's dumb. Who wants to spend money on that? Okay, let's go a little deeper and say that you want like, I don't know, an elemental reforge in your knuckles. Well, the chances to roll an elemental reforge is about 0.7425%. Then if you wanted at least 6, it's only a fifth of that, so it's about a 0.1485% chance, and you can attempt to roll that once per line, so your chances are 1 minus 0.001485 to the third, so it's about a 0.44483876% chance to get at least 6. So you need about an average of 200 fine reforging tools, which is an additional 400 mil or 230 USD to get at least 6 if your luck is average. Only average. So that's in total from rank 3 Knuckles, like bare nothing, to rank 1 with LE Reforge at 660 mil or $368 on a piece of gear. Do you know what $368 can get you? How about an Xbox Series S with Halo the Master Chief Collection plus 6 months of Xbox Live Gold? Or how about a digital PS5? You can get that for about almost the same price. How about a Nintendo Switch with Super Mario 3D World and Bowser's Fury? That game is amazing, by the way. I love that game so much. Or if you're a Pokemon fan, how about the Nintendo Switch Lite plus Pokemon Sword plus the expansion pass plus a case, and you can get Fire Emblem 3 Houses on sale too. I love Fire Emblem 3 Houses, by the way. That game is amazing. You can play through it forever. It has tons of hours of gameplay. Or if you're a Magic the Gathering fan, you would know that the game is super expensive, but $368 can get you 3 boxes of Commander Legends of Draftless Friends. 3 boxes of cards that you can sell back and get money back from it legally. Or you could just buy 41 months of Netflix. As a reminder, you aren't even guaranteed LE6 in $368 of fine reforging tools. In conclusion, the rates are absolutely terrible, and the reforges are super expensive. That's why people hate reforging tools. They don't hate the power, they actually like the power, but everything else about reforging tools sucks. So Nexon clearly needs to step in and do something because, oh my god, reforges are so infuriating. How can Nexon possibly fix this? How can Nexon take a look at another successful, free-to-play anime multiplayer RPG that, right, Genshin Impact, baby. This is a game that people really love for some reason. Why? I say some reason. It's super expensive. If you have the worst luck in Genshin Impact, you need about $365 for a single 5-star character pool, which is about the same as getting average luck in Mabinogi for reforging. Genshin's rates are pretty bad and Primo Gems are still pretty expensive. However, Genshin Impact draws a lot of players in because there are constant free ways to get Primo Gems. You have daily commissions, Spell Abyss, chests, events, and more that allows a free-to-play player to get Primo Gems to get the characters that they want. Genshin Impact has another advantage to players that have a small stipulation: the Welkin Moon and the Battle Pass. The Welkin Moon rewards a ton of Primo Gems for a small price, but it requires the player logs in every day to claim the reward. This encourages the player to log in more and more and thus have a higher chance of spending money, which is a win for MiHoYo. The same goes for the Battle Pass. The paid track for the Battle Pass is extremely worth it to those that want to play the game. Both of these lessens the actual cost of a 5-star character in Genshin Impact and also increases the chance that the player will stay around and play the game longer, thus generating more income for MiHoYo. Mabinogi Korea is currently experimenting with the Battle Pass system right now, but their first iteration has a bunch of stuff that basically nobody wants to pay for. For $15, you can get all-star items like Homestead Mining Permits for 7 days, or a single rebirth potion? Who cares about this stuff? Sure, there are 3 fine reforges in this paid battle pass, but only 3? Are you gonna buy this battle pass for 3 fine reforges? Like, who cares? Who cares? Their intention of this battle pass is great, but their execution is incredibly tone deaf to the actual issues with the game. So let's just take this battle pass and boom. Give Mabinogi a battle pass that rewards players with a few fine reforging tools for the free track and a few other inconsequential cash-up items that people get from events anyways. Maybe like a Now Soulstone, or a chat sticker box, or a Moat Coupon selection box, or even a Beltane Elite Pass selection box here and there. And for the paid track, you can throw in a few more reforging tools, maybe even a Credny reforging tool, and drop in a super special outfit at the end. Having a battle pass also solves another issue people have: too many people AFK. We had events before, like the Pet Trainer event, where you got coins for doing tasks for the day, and when the event was running, people were actually out and about doing content all the time because they want those event coins. So let's just take this event and boom, Battle Pass. Next, let's get some daily login bonuses. The Welkin Moon in Genshin Impact gives the player about a $30 deal for only about 5 USD. But the players log in every day to claim the rewards. So another quick edit, and we get something like this. I would 100% pay it for a login bonus like this. I would log in every day, and I'm pretty sure the large majority of players will keep logging in every day for this. And finally, Nexon can convince players to keep logging back in for free stuff with a daily login bonus, increasing their chances of spending money. Here's the daily login bonuses for Pokemon Masters, so let's Mabinogify it! So there are a few issues that can arise with this plan, and one of the biggest issues revolves around alt accounts. What's stopping players from just loading up a bunch of alts and getting free or super discounted reforging tools? Nexon can solve this by adding a new type of fine or Credny reforging tool that personalizes items or even permanently binds that gear piece to their account. That way, people can't abuse alts to gain a bunch of powerful gear very quickly, and thus lessens the need for alt accounts. What about for Nexon? Wouldn't that decrease profits from fine reforging tools? I don't know the numbers personally, but my assumption is that the majority of players that buy fine reforging tools don't actually buy them for themselves, but instead they buy it to sell them to other people for gold. With a Battle Pass or Welkin Moon purchase, more players that don't normally spend will start spending on those, and the players that already buy Reforges will still probably sell them, or move to buying Gachapon. That's still a 100% win for Nexon. These free Reforges can also be time sensitive to stop players from hoarding them for the future, thus also increasing Nexon's profits when a Reforge event rolls around. With the system, Reforges are still not guaranteed. Is that okay? I think it's okay if we get a steady supply of free or discounted Reforges over time. In the future, I would love to see a pity system when making up items, but the first and most important step is to get regular players to get some free, fine Reforges. And one remaining question that people might think to ask me, what about the ducat Reforging tools from Korea? Shouldn't we get those instead? Those do not solve the problem because their effects are half as effective or worse than a fine Reforging tool. Sure, you can use them to rank items up, but then you still have to pay $230 more to get the good Reforges you want, and half effectiveness Reforges are never ideal for the average player. We should be asking for free, fine Reforges, not settle for knockoffs. We as a community should make this game significantly easier to get into by lowering the cost of Reforges. It baffles me that people aren't super vocal about their opinion on Reforges. Most players have started to accept them or advocate for the ducat Reforging tools. But Nexon needs to make this game easier to get into for newer players by allowing players to get fine Reforges and credity Reforges for free, and reduce the overall cost for endgame. Nexon has shown that they have the power to put Reforges in battle passes, but their attempts are so painfully toned up to the actual issues with the game. Most players that watch my Mabinogi videos are somewhere between the ages of 18 to 34. That means the average Mabinogi player probably doesn't want to spend that much money on the game, but has a little bit of spending money per month to buy something like a battle pass or a small login bonus. They are willing to spend their hard-earned money on those worthwhile things, but they aren't going to spend their cash on super expensive things with no pity system like fine Reforges. Nexon, if you're watching this, please take note from Genshin Impact, which is a successful multiplayer anime RPG, and make this game easier to get into for the average player. You guys can do so much more and make Mabinogi super great for all players, from free to play to whale. We just want to inject new blood and new life into one of our favorite games. Thanks for watching.